What's up, guys? Welcome to a new video. This is the second installment of the fantasy schedule. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I got some news at the end of the video. Stay tuned to the end. Like, subscribe, comment.
Good morning! Coming up next, Johnny Test on Cartoon Network. Coming up next, more Johnny Test on Cartoon Network. Coming up next, The Looney Tunes Show on Cartoon Network. Coming up next, The Amazing World of Gumball on Cartoon Network. Coming up on Cartoon Network, next, Beyblade Metal Fusion. Coming up on Cartoon Network, next. Coming up next, Adventure Time on Cartoon Network. Coming up next, Total Drama Island on Cartoon Network. Coming up next, The Amazing World of Gumball on Cartoon Network. Coming up next, more The Amazing World of Gumball on Cartoon Network. Coming up on Cartoon Network, next, Chowder. Coming up on Cartoon Network, next.
Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
Coming up next, Tom and Jerry on Cartoon Network. Coming up on Cartoon Network, next.
Total Drama Island.
Coming up next, Teen Titans Go on Cartoon Network. Coming up next, Johnny Test on Cartoon Network. Coming up on Cartoon Network, next, Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. Coming up on Cartoon Network, next, Scooby-Doo and the Goblin King. Coming up next, Regular Show on Cartoon Network. Coming up next, Adventure Time on Cartoon Network. Coming up next, Teen Titans Go on Cartoon Network. Coming up next, Steven Universe on Cartoon Network. Coming up on Cartoon Network, next.
Total Drama Island.
Check out what's coming up tonight on Cartoon Network. A new Johnny Test. A new Teen Titans Go.
A new Total Drama Island.
The Amazing World of Gumball. The Looney Tunes Show. Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. Coming up next, a new Johnny Test on Cartoon Network. Next, a new Teen Titans Go. Later,
A new Total Drama Island.
on Cartoon Network. Next,
A new Total Drama Island.
later, The Amazing World of Gumball on Cartoon Network. Next, The Amazing World of Gumball. Later, The Looney Tunes Show on Cartoon Network. Next, The Looney Tunes Show. Later, Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated on Cartoon Network. Coming up on Cartoon Network, next, Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. Coming up next, Ben 10 Omniverse on Cartoon Network. Coming up on Cartoon Network, next.
Crippleton Creek.
Coming up on Cartoon Network, next.
We Bear Bears.
Next. Coming up on Cartoon Network, next, Regular Show. Coming up on Cartoon Network, next, more Regular Show. Coming up on Cartoon Network, next, Young Justice. Coming up on Cartoon Network, next, Generator Rex. Coming up next, Meg on Cartoon Network. Coming up next, The Tom and Jerry Show on Cartoon Network. Coming up on Cartoon Network, next.
Teen Titans Trouble in Tokyo.
Coming up on Cartoon Network, next.
Teen Titans.
Coming up next, Codename Kids Next Door on Cartoon Network. Coming up on Cartoon Network, next, DreamWorks Dragons, Riders of Berk.
Thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. The third installment will come out on September 18th. Also, some news. Enzo, a YouTuber, has sent me a drive link of some bumpers. I found them, I'm gonna edit them, clip them up. The rare bumpers video will come out after the fantasy schedule is done, so I'll have some more time to get some more. Hopefully you guys enjoy. See you guys next time. Peace.